Bottom line, we must address ourselves to productivity. I think really, bottom line. And productivity for us to achieve comes in different facets. Number one, employing the right people to do the right job. As you've heard, we need the dichotomy of our public service. Do we have a public service that is fit for purpose? Number two, the Kenyan human capital is acclaimed world over. International companies will look out for Kenyan human capital. Private sector celebrate Kenyan human capital because of their productivity. But in the public service, it's the opposite. We must ask ourselves, why is it that Kenyan labor is productive internationally in the private sector and not in public service? That's the question we need to ask ourselves. And we need to deal with it by addressing what you've just said, culture. It cannot continue to be business as usual. So we need a paradigm shift in the way we manage public service, the way we hire public service, the way we deploy public service, and the whole trajectory of numbers is right in there. And it is the reason why we have a whole State Department today of public service management, performance contracting and management, so that we can deploy a public service that will support the entire economy. Efficient, productive, paid, but delivering. So this is my take on what I think of what the public service should look like and will look like. It is going to take the whole of government approach. We will need leadership from the counties, from the national government, from the legislature, from our judiciary. It's going to be a collaboration, a working together of all the arms of government to make sure that we have a fit-for-purpose public service, and one that is sensitive to cost. It must be competitive. It must be efficient. It must be professional. And again, we must address ourselves to the subject of wastage, of pilferage, of theft. We must address ourselves to that. And the fact that we are having this conference in this context is a very good thing, so that we can speak to each other truthfully and honestly, understanding where we are as a country and living within our means. We have a budget every year that has a fiscal deficit. 500, in fact, in 2022, we had a fiscal deficit of $1 trillion, meaning we were seeking to spend $1 trillion which we didn't have. We pulled it to 800 billion. We pulled it again to 600 billion. As we go towards, in the next 3 years, as we go towards having a wage bill to revenue of 35%, I will equally be driving to get a balanced budget, so that we spend the money we can raise. The money we cannot raise, we just be responsible, we relax, until we raise the money so that we can spend it. Absolutely. I mean, it's just being responsible, it is being honest with ourselves, and it's being reasonable. Asante.
Thank you. Thank you very